Happy December, everyone, and welcome to the fourth issue of the Real Talk Radio newsletter. For this issue, I was inspired to share one of my blog posts, and this is going back to July of 2018, titled, Are You in God's Pressure Cooker? And I had the inspiration to share this particular blog post because I think it ties in with my recent Spreaker episode that I just finished, titled The Benefits of Pressure. So I am hoping it will be an encouragement to you, especially as we're heading into Christmas. And I'm going to go ahead and just start reading the blog post. I recorded a podcast on Anchor about being in God's pressure cooker, and the very next day I found myself in a situation and a fire so hot that I truly felt I could not bear it. I bring this up to say that the things I'm sharing with you here in my Real Talk Radio blog and in my podcast truly come from my own walk with the Lord and experiences. It is a humbling posture to be in, but also one that, although often painful and even humiliating at times, I believe is necessary in a season of transition and movement forward into new lands and promises. Experiencing the refiner's fire is inescapable if we want to keep moving forward with God, especially so that we can fulfill the new calls on our lives and new assignments with the purity and integrity God wants us to have. So here are just a few excerpts from the podcast where I talk about, among other things, how punishing this refining process can sometimes feel to us. We hear people often talk about the fires of affliction and also that God is a consuming fire. The idea that God has to sometimes turn up the heat and the pressure in our lives, and that this is the way that impurities within us can come to the surface and be removed. And I just want to say here that if you felt a lot of pressure coming, for instance, from your life circumstances, relationships, or maybe in your finances and health, it is possible that you're experiencing a refining process with the Lord, and it can be easy to feel like you're actually being punished. I want to encourage you that the Lord's fires are meant to ultimately bless and prepare you for what He has planned for you in the future. We often want instant results in life, and I know it was challenging for me when I began to experience having to go through the fires with the Lord, and I discovered that I was basically not getting out of anything. I could no longer go around obstacles or pray those obstacles away, but instead the Lord was teaching me to take hold of His hand and go through the trial or fire with Him. If you're recognizing in your own life that the only way out of something unpleasant or unwanted is to hold on to the Lord with all your strength and go through it with Him, then you might very well be in that crucible or pressure cooker with the Lord. I do hope you will be blessed and encouraged today as you keep pressing and moving forward, and know that whatever fiery trials you might be facing right now, the Lord has not abandoned or forsaken you in them. You are not being punished, but refined to reflect more and more of His heart and image. Okay, guys, that is the end of the blog post, and I do hope that it's an encouragement to you and a blessing. And, I want to thank you for joining me for this Real Talk Radio newsletter. I appreciate each one of you, and I hope everyone has a wonderful Christmas and a wonderful New Year. I bless you guys, and I look forward to being back with you soon with another issue of the Real Talk Radio newsletter.